11:44 p.m. I couldn't fall back to sleep. I felt too excited after experiencing the ice bath ceremony. I had so many thoughts. I felt so passionate. I allowed my thoughts to flow like the rain. It felt like I'd gotten some really quality ingredients, and it's a waste if I didn't properly cook them. I sat there and wrote for 7 hours straight. I didn't sleep, I couldn't. I just kept writing until the song came up.
Oh man, it's crazy.
I finally finished writing, laced up my shoes, and went for my daily morning run.
You look like Offset.
I passed this guy who looked just like Offset. We didn't say much, but the energy, it was premium. I was so high on life.
Maury.
I didn't even go back for my yai. I hadn't eaten breakfast, I hadn't eaten lunch, I was running on zero fuel. But I didn't feel hungry. The ice spice had spiked my dopamine by 250%, and I was still flying.
And when you discover a power like that, you can't keep it a secret.
I told 2 people from Germany the night before. I bumped into a stranger on the street the next morning, saw her Trader Joe's bag, and just started spilling the story. I told everyone. Now you might think I was out of my mind. Who goes back to freeze themselves again less than 24 hours later? But when Nathan asked if I wanted to join the session that afternoon, I saw something different. I didn't just want to feel the cold again. I wanted to see how he held the space. I wanted to learn how to create that magic for others. I wanted to be an apprentice. So I didn't hesitate. I grabbed my new friend, we jumped in an Uber, and we headed to the venue. We arrived at 1:59 p.m., just 1 minute before the start. The sun wasn't out, but the place, it was beyond amazing, peaceful, zen. And then I saw something that warmed my heart.
What's up, guys? Hello.
A family of 4, a mom in her 60s with her 3 adult children. They were doing this together. It reminded me of my own folks. I thought, man, if my family were here, I would totally bring them. I felt connected. I felt safe. The session started, we shared.
I gotta just tell you that last night I didn't sleep. I was just so excited. I wrote what happened. I told everybody in my life and people I met on the streets.
I just met Carl like a few hours ago, and I was like, wow, it sounds like a really healing experience. I would love to join, and he told me, oh, there's one today.
Yes. How perfect it is.
Let's go. I just called him, he said you can come. I was like, oh, sure. And here I am. So.
Hi, I'm Palash. Here with my family.
The fact that you can do this together is such a blessing. It's inspiring, thanks to your entourage.
Then at 3 p.m., we lay down for breathwork. We went deep for 40 minutes. When we sat up to share, I had to be honest about what happened inside my head.
I just noticed myself thinking that the music was being kind of loud. But I suddenly remembered this quote here: do not resist. What might resistance look like in the context of this breathwork journey? It could be disliking the music, which is the mind judging aesthetically rather than receiving it directly with the breath and body. I changed my perspective. Instead of resisting it, I received it, and I fell asleep after that.
Perfect.
We had a good laugh. The vibe was high. Then Nathan moved us into the technical prep, how to survive the cold.
You create a heat energy which comes out the skin and creates what's called a thermal barrier. So using the inhalations to create your thermal barrier.
The theory sounded great, but we couldn't practice it. The talk ended, and the ice still wasn't there. The delivery guy was late. So we just sat there, and that's when the adrenaline finally left my body. I realized I hadn't eaten, I hadn't slept, I hadn't even had a sip of water. My thermal barrier was gone. I was running on fumes.
Oh man, my mind is telling me, why are you doing this again? I'm like,
I had tried calling my girlfriend earlier for support, but she missed it. Now, right in this moment of weakness, she called back.
hello.
不是啊，我不明白你老是为什么老是要通过这种物理性然后的挑战去，不是呀、我不太明白你去泡个冷水，然后就可以影响别人，然后泡2、3下，还泡了好多下，然后可以影响更多吗？说的都是那种你自己找的一些很简单那种外境的，比如像跑步那些，然后对你来说你损失并没有很多呀。如果你真的要 suffering 的话，你应该就是直接冲到社会上让大家来捶打你，那不才叫真正的 suffering。你现在讲的那些东西，冰浴。
And
Yeah, it's crazy.
She wasn't trying to be mean, she just didn't understand. But I was empty, physically and mentally. I needed a lift. Instead, I got hammered. It broke me. And then the boulder pulled up. The ice had arrived. Seeing the ice didn't make me feel better. It made me feel small. My girlfriend's voice was still echoing in my head.
你去泡个冷水，然后就可以影响别人。你应该就是直接冲到社会上，让大家来捶打你。
I honestly didn't have an answer anymore. I wanted to run away. I turned to the mom standing next to me. I asked her if she was ready.
As ready as can be.
Okay. I'm so scared.
I didn't say that to just anyone. I looked at her because I knew she would empower me, and she did. She led all of us. She showed me the right way to deal with fear. She didn't overthink it. She just took a breath and stepped straight into the cold. And looking at her face, I realized she didn't just survive it, she enjoyed it. She stayed in that freezing water for 4 minutes with a smile. She was a master.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
She has blessed the waters.
63, yeah?
Bless you.
63?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
Amazing.
Who's next?
我把酒当歌，血里流淌着。Let's go， 长江和黄河。It was my turn, and honestly, watching the mom do it, the fear vanished. I wasn't scared anymore. I was excited.
As far as you feel. Moving the breath, moving the breath. Beautiful.
Nathan said beautiful, but my body felt ugly. The shock hit me like a train. My brain screamed at me to panic. I had to override the signal. Melting the ice!
Yes, I.
I wasn't shouting to show off. Melting the ice!
Aho!
I was shouting to survive. I remember the thermal barrier. I had to believe I was harder than the cold. Nothing can hurt me!
Aho!
And then I found the silence, the hunger, the exhaustion, the doubt, the argument. It all froze. It was just me and the ice. Okay, let's go. I did it. I did it. Another time. I admit, looking back, I looked a little crazy, but I wasn't screaming because I am the man. I was screaming because I was free. 10 minutes ago, I was broken. My girlfriend asked me, "Why do you do this? What is the value?" This is the value. The ice stripped away the self-doubt. It stripped away the frustration. I went in wanting to run away, but I didn't. And there is no better feeling in the world than almost quitting and choosing to stay. Once the screaming stopped, the shivering started. We gathered for the closing circle.
Inhaling. This is called the Hunabku. It's a pre-Hispanic indigenous Mexican group prayer and celebration. Never forgetting, you are beautiful, you are powerful, you are free, and you are medicine.
Thank you. Okay. What area is this?
Westlands.
Well, oh, this is Westland. I always want to come here. This looks like US.
Yeah, you don't think you.
We sat down for dinner and I ordered a dawa. It's hot ginger, lemon, and honey. No alcohol, just pure comfort. In Swahili, dawa means medicine. And sipping that medicine, I realized something crazy. This was only my 3rd day in Kenya. 3 days ago, I was a stranger, but tonight, I didn't feel like a traveler anymore. I felt completely comfortable, like I belonged here. You go through something intense like that.
Thanks for inviting me. I really enjoyed it.
You freeze together, you scream together, and the barriers just melt away. I came here looking for a challenge. I found a family. The argument, the lack of sleep, the fear, it all felt like a distant memory.
What's up, guys?
Day 3 is in the books, and honestly, I'm just getting started.
Fucking amazing, man. Guess what I did?
Yeah, just check the Instagram account. Went for another ice bath.
Yeah, it's crazy.